Now, India is all set to begin its second phase of vaccination drive from tomorrow. In this phase, people above the age of 60 and those with comorbidities above the age of 45 will be vaccinated. The Health Ministry has now asked private hospitals to sell doses at the cost of rupees 250, which includes 100 rupees at the cost of administering this vaccine. Now, Ministry has also included 24,000 private hospitals listed under the PMJAY for second vaccination drive. In fact, while the government hospitals will administer the vaccines for free of cost, under this phase, the government has now planned to vaccinate as many as 27 crore people. Those who will be vaccinated will get a QR code certificate and will also have to carry their government IDs to get the vaccination.
From 1st March, India has roped in even private hospitals for the COVID vaccination drive. One of the biggest vaccination drive that has successfully been carried out by the Indian government and several states' government fighting the COVID pandemic. From 1st March, even the private hospitals and clinics, those centers will be available for the vaccination. Significantly, the people from age 60 will be given priority, and also the aged between 45 to 59 with comorbidities will be given priority for this vaccination drive. And why it is significant that from March 1, the private hospitals, those have been roped in, the rates have been capped for the vaccination. 150 rupees per person per dose and 100 rupees service charges as set by the Union Health Ministry. The maximum they can charge is 250 rupees per person per dose by any hospital. 10,000 centers under Ayushman Bharat scheme, 687 centers under CGHS. Subsequently, all those hospitals and clinics which are empaneled by the state governments under their insurance will be able to vaccinate people. The roping in the private hospitals is going to be a significant also for the people. It is not going to really cost much from their own pocket. At the rate 250 rupees per person per dose has been decided by the Union government. March 1 is really going to be significant, and it is going to be a welcome step as far as fight against this pandemic is concerned. Reporting in New Delhi with Himanshu, this is Ashutosh Mishra for India Today.
This is one such hospital here in Bengaluru, which is certified for vaccination starting from tomorrow for senior citizens. And the data collection, how do they happen? How do senior citizens register? Either directly through the CoWIN app, or the Asha Karyakartas or the Asha workers will go door to door and take numbers of the senior citizens and then ask them to register through the CoWIN app. And the registered members will get SMS from the ministry so that they can go to the government hospital and get it done. If they want to walk into the private hospital, what are the procedures? The directions are not given by the state government, is the complaint by the private hospitals. At this point of time, they're not willing to come on record and tell that the government has not given them any directions. But when we did get in touch with them, the hospitals did say that they haven't received guidelines or directives. How many rooms do they have to set up, and what are the safety procedures that they have to follow, and how do the people come in? Can anyone just walk into the hospital, register themselves and over the counter and then get the vaccination done? A lot of teething issues, but we'll have to wait and watch. Another 24 hours to go. Will the notification come out now, and will the time be enough for the private hospitals to get ready for the big vaccination phase that starts from March 1st? Nagarjun Dwarkanath for India Today.
The next phase of coronavirus vaccination is all set to begin from March 1 in the country. Under this phase, around 10 crore senior citizens above the age of 60 may get themselves vaccinated for coronavirus. Apart from that, those above 45 years of age and afflicted with any of the 20 diseases pre-decided can also get themselves vaccinated. Under this phase, the private hospitals will have the authority to ensure that they vaccinate people at a cost of 250 rupees, out of which the service charge for the private hospitals will be rupees 100 per dose per person, and the remaining 150 rupees will be the cost of the coronavirus vaccination. The Rajasthan government, led by Ashok Gehlot, believes that the state is prepared for ensuring the next phase of coronavirus vaccination goes off smoothly. With Nikhil Sharma, Devankur Vadhavan in Jaipur, India Today.
इस बार पहली बार अब प्राइवेट अस्पतालों को भी शामिल किया गया है इस वैक्सीनेशन के प्रोसेस में, और लखनऊ के 2 अस्पताल जिसको कि पहले से आयुष का काम देख रहे हैं, जहां पहले से सरकारी योजनाएं चलाई जा रही हैं, उन अस्पतालों को चिन्हित किया गया है और उसमें भी लोग जो 45 साल के ऊपर के कोमॉर्बिड पेशेंट हैं, यानी कि जो पहले से गंभीर रोगों से ग्रस्त हैं, या फिर 60 साल के ऊपर के सभी बुजुर्ग इसे करा सकेंगे। लेकिन 1 मार्च से शुरू होने के बाद पहला नंबर उत्तर प्रदेश में 4 मार्च 5 मार्च को आएगा, क्योंकि यहाँ उसके लिए दिन नियत किया जा चुका है। आपको बता दें कि अभी तक सबसे ज़्यादा कोरोना वैक्सीनेशन करने वाले राज्यों की सूची में उत्तर प्रदेश है और यहाँ 1,76,000 से ज़्यादा जो फ्रंटलाइन वर्कर्स हैं उन लोगों ने अभी तक अपना वैक्सीनेशन करा लिया है, उनके दोनों डोज लग चुके हैं। अब बड़ी तैयारी इस वक्त ये चल रही है कि सेकंड फेज में ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा लोग कोरोना का टीकाकरण कर सकें। नीरज कुमार के साथ कुमार अभिषेक, लखनऊ।
कोरोना को लेकर जो वैक्सीन ड्राइव चल रहा है देश में, वो अब तीसरे दौर में पहुंच चुका है। इस वक्त हम मौजूद है अहमदाबाद की SCG हॉस्पिटल में, जहां पे ये जो प्राइवेट हॉस्पिटल है वहां पे कल से वैक्सीन ड्राइव जो है वो शुरू होगा। आप देख सकते हैं जो प्राइवेट अस्पताल है उन्होंने भी वैक्सीन ड्राइव के लिए पूरी तैयारियां कर दी है। सोशल डिस्टेंस के साथ बैठने का इंतजाम किया गया, यानी जो भी यहाँ वैक्सीन के लिए पहुंचेंगे उनको सबसे पहले तो सोशल डिस्टेंस के साथ बैठना होगा। उनके लिए ये एक वेटिंग रूम बनाया गया है। वेटिंग रूम में उनको अपना जो फॉर्म के साथ सारी जो जानकारी है उसे फिल करनी रहेगी। तो वही यहाँ पे ये वैक्सीनेशन रूम बनाया गया है। आप देख सकते हैं वैक्सीनेशन रूम, यहाँ पे इस तरीके से बड़े बोर्ड्स लगाए गए हैं और यहाँ पे वैक्सीन दी जाएगी, जिसकी तैयारियां जो है वो फिलहाल चल रही है। यहाँ पे वैक्सीन जो बॉक्स है उसको तैयार कर दिया गया है, जो कूलन बॉक्स है उसको तैयार कर दिया गया है और खास तौर पर यहाँ पे सारी जगह पे इस तरीके के बैनर्स लगाए गए हैं कि सोशल डिस्टेंस रखा जाए। साथ ही जो बायोमेडिकल वेस्ट है उसको किस तरीके से कहाँ पे किस डालना है, ये सारे जो डस्टबिन है वो भी यहाँ पे रखी गई है ताकि किसी को भी कोरोना का जो इन्फेक्शन है वो ना फैले।
क्या तैयारी है मध्य प्रदेश में जो 1 मार्च से सेकंड चरण का टीकाकरण अभियान शुरू हो रहा है, पूरी तैयारियां करके रखी हुई हैं। हम लोगों ने पूरे प्रदेश के अंदर 186 साइट स्थान हम लोगों ने चयन कर लिए गए हैं, जिसमें हमारे 51 जिला चिकित्सालय हैं, 84 हमारे सिविल अस्पताल हैं, 13 शासकीय मेडिकल कॉलेज हैं, 3 हमारे प्राइवेट मेडिकल कॉलेज हैं और 40 हमारे जो निजी चिकित्सालय हैं उन लोगों को भी चिन्हित करके वैक्सीनेशन हम लोग देना शुरू करेंगे।
Now, Akshita Nandagopal explains to us exactly the process of how to get vaccinated. Let's take a listen.
So one of the most basic questions that's asked is how will you get vaccinated? How can you do it? Well, first you need to use the Arogya Setu app, go on the CoWIN platform or use the website to self-register. Remember that CoWIN is available for free. You don't have to pay any fee to download the app or to use the website. This app helps administrators also largely in the vaccination process. It helps them monitor, also helps them get real-time information. Another big important highlight is that this app verifies the beneficiary details. So if you want to get vaccinated, you have to upload your details on this platform. Each vaccination will take about 30 minutes. This is from the registration at the site to the actual vaccination to getting the jab, and then a small period where you're monitored at the site itself. The target that's been set is about 100 people being vaccinated in each session. That's a target that's been set by the government right now.
Now, the government has roped in private hospitals to help vaccinate those above the age of 60 and those above 45 years with specified comorbidities. But how much would you need to pay here to choose to get the vaccine at a private hospital? More details on that in this report.
Countdown is on to the second round of the world's largest vaccination drive. And in queue are those above 60 years of age and those above 45 years with specified comorbidities.
All arrangements are laid down by the Government of India and Government of Delhi. They are in place and the same will going to continue. It is only that under new policy, apart from now we are going to charge the rate whatever government will say, and we have to yet to know how do we procure vaccine, whether the government is going to supply or whether somebody else is going to supply.
Union Health Ministry has fixed the vaccine price at Rs 250 per dose for private hospitals, confirming India Today's exclusive scoop. The price ceiling has been set at Rs 250 per person per dose, which includes 100 rupees service charge. The total cost for 2 shots of the vaccine would then come to around 500 rupees. Vaccines in government hospitals will be available free of cost. In the second phase of the vaccination drive, the government has simplified the system of certifying people with comorbidities within the age group of 45 to 59 years. A single-page certificate to be issued by any registered medical practitioner for the vaccine beneficiaries. The certificate can either be uploaded on the CoWIN 2.0 by the beneficiary while self-registering, or a hard copy can be carried by the beneficiary to the COVID vaccination centre. Besides personal details, the beneficiary needs to tick the options if he or she is suffering from heart ailments, diabetes or even cancer. Around 10,000 hospitals under Ayushman Bharat and 687 hospitals under the central government health scheme can be used by states as COVID vaccination centres. States have also been given the freedom to use all private hospitals impanelled under state government health insurance schemes as vaccination centres. States can also use health facilities of all PSUs and all government health facilities. The hospitals must also maintain basic cold chain storage points, have their own team of vaccinators, and maintain the facility to manage any adverse event post-vaccination.
With more than 24,000 locations of private hospitals that are empanelled under the Ayushman Bharat scheme as well as the central government's health scheme, the private hospitals are ready to vaccinate more than 60 years of population as well as those above 45 years, giving a much needed impetus to India's largest vaccination drive. With Sanjeev, this is Milan Sharma for India Today.
Now, as the second vaccination drive begins on Monday, many are wondering if they are eligible for the shot. Many still don't know what they have to do to get the vaccine jab. Sneha Murdani answers to us all these questions.
If you are above the age of 60 or between the age of 45 and 59, you are eligible to get a shot against COVID-19. You either choose a government vaccination site or pay a nominal amount at a private hospital. Here is what you can do. Use your smartphone to download the Arogya Setu app. Soon you will find a new tab on this app, which will be the vaccination tab. You can provide your mobile number and fill in some minimal details like name, age and gender. 4 appointments can be made on one mobile phone. If you are using the website route, you still have to have a smartphone. Go to the website of the CoWIN software or cowin.gov.in. Enter the mobile number or Aadhaar number. You will receive an OTP with which your account will be created. Fix an appointment, get details of the vaccination centre, visit the vaccination centre on the scheduled date and time and get the jab. Those above the age of 45 will have to provide a medical certificate mentioning their comorbid condition at the vaccination centre. This will be given by a registered medical practitioner. The government says given the magnitude of the exercise, they're trying to iron out all the problems.
For a couple of days, there were glitches which have been removed since then. And since then, there have been no glitches at all. Now, people who are complaining of the glitches are unfortunately those people or those entities where these are data-related problems.
The effort clearly this time around is to facilitate as many vaccinations as possible and make things extremely simple. And it is for this very reason that walk-in vaccinations have been allowed, something that was not allowed in the first phase of vaccinations. In New Delhi, Sneha Murdani for India Today.
Okay, I'm going to give you a small glimpse into exactly how this vaccination process is carried out. Of course, you need to register via mobile. Download the Arogya Setu app, fill in proper details like your name, age, sex, all of that. And then you need to take an appointment. You will be able to take an appointment through your mobile number from the One Mobile app. In fact, we're also looking at how you could register. You need to resort to the CoWIN app, the cowin.government.in, cowin.gov.in. That's the app, that's the site that you need to enter. Enter your mobile number and Aadhaar number as well. Fill in the OTP and then create an account. Fix an appointment there at the vaccination center. Get the jab on the scheduled date. And now the COVID-19 situation in the state of Maharashtra continues to remain worrisome. The state witnessed over 8,000 cases for the fourth straight day. A total of 8,623 new cases were reported from across the state yesterday. Amid rising cases, Amravati district administration has now decided to extend lockdown in Amravati and Achalpur cities until the 8th of March. Whereas Anjangaon Surji village in Amravati district has been declared as containment zones there. Meanwhile, vaccination in private hospitals in Maharashtra is not likely to start from Monday. Government authorities are still verifying if the staffs are trained and storage facility are available with private hospitals. The centre advised states not to lower their guard and to deal firmly with those not following COVID-appropriate behaviour. Amid the rise in cases, Maharashtra government has now given permission to host the upcoming 3-match ODI series from 23rd of March to 28th between India and England in Pune, but of course with barricade spectators. In fact, they're not going to be allowing spectators itself.
For straight fourth day in Maharashtra, number of COVID cases per day are more than 8,000. Mumbai, there is a sigh of relief with less than 1,000 cases on Saturday, but experts say that the trouble for Maharashtra is still mounting. Within a week, we'll know whether there will be another wave of COVID cases or not. Till then, Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray has warned citizens to follow all the COVID-19 protocols. If not strict, restrictions could be placed in Amravati. The lockdown has been extended. Will the same happen for rest of Maharashtra? We'll have to wait and watch. With camera person Mangesh Amre, Mustafa Sheikh in Mumbai for India Today.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.